And we're back. Hi, I'm Mindy Turner with the Curry County Cooperative Extension Service with New Mexico State University and the College of Aces. And this is our fourth and final edition of our Summery Salad series that we've been doing, looking at what you have in your pantry and some things you can put together for salads, maybe that you stocked up during the COVID crisis, or maybe you just have things that have been sitting around for a while that you need to use before their best by dates have expired. So this is going to be, like I said, this is our fourth one. This is going to be the simplest one by far. Hopefully it's something you will enjoy. Again, we're going to talk about some of the substitutions and the way you can change things out related to this particular recipe. We've done a pea salad in our first one. We did a corn salad for our second one. Last time we put together a fruit salad that was really rich and creamy. This time we're going to make what in my family was always called Cowboy Salad. Now, there are times when you just really want that salsa, and I know there's a lot of you out there who make your own homemade, really great salsa. That's fantastic, but you don't always have all the stuff to do that. So when I was growing up, my mom used to make us what she called Cowboy Salad, and it was as simple as opening cans and putting the stuff together. And again, as a kid who didn't really like hot stuff, I didn't want anything spicy, I wasn't going to sit and eat salsa, but when she put together Cowboy Salad, I liked that. And of course she was making a mild version. You're going to be able to make yours as spicy, as rich as you like. It's going to start off with just your basic can of tomatoes. Now again, as we've talked with everything, if you have fresh tomatoes from your garden, that was something you planted that you've been able to harvest, that's fantastic. Use your fresh tomatoes. We aren't all that lucky to be able to do that. Maybe we can't get to the store right now, or when we were there, they were out. We've been having some of those experiences as well, that everything's not as stocked as we would like it to be. So we're going to pull that can out. If you have whole canned tomatoes, maybe you canned your own tomatoes last year, pull those out. You can just chop those up, or these are actually diced canned tomatoes. That's what I had just in my pantry. If you want to start with your diced tomatoes that already have green chili in them, that gives it that extra added layer, can't talk to you guys today, extra added layer of flavor into your salad. Okay, so this is, again, very simple, something that you can do. I do also want to remind you though, food safety wise, when we start looking at our canned goods, be watching for dents, cracks. If anything is starting to bulge in the can, or you see something that looks like it's leaking, okay, we want to get rid of that immediately. There is no ifs, ands, or buts. Like we talked before, when in doubt, you need to throw it out. We don't want anyone to get sick because we're not paying close enough attention to basic food safety measures like checking our cans to make sure that they're not taking in anything that they shouldn't be. Okay, same thing with our home canning. I've gotten questions before on the phone. Well, it changed color, or when I opened it, it didn't look quite right, or there was a film, or there can be a lot of things that just go wrong when it gets ready to be sealed, or something pops after it's been put in storage, and that now that food's no longer safe to eat. So if you question it at all, the best thing to do is to just get rid of it. Don't even put it, particularly don't put it into a recipe to share with other people, but don't eat it yourself either. So again, something very simple to do, great to take, to share, can be thrown together at the last minute to go to a potluck, very easy. So we've got our tomatoes. The next thing that I'm going to do is green chili. You can use canned green chili. These were frozen. I just chopped them up. Again, you may have fresh green chili if you want to roast it, or if you like it raw and want to have that crunch. Jalapenos, people think of it more that way, but I do know some people who like to just chop up the raw green chili and put it in there to have that crispness, so you can do that. So we're going to add in chopped green chili. So far we have some diced tomatoes, chopped green chili, diced onions. This is a yellow onion. I prefer yellow, it's just something I typically like. You may like purple onion, green onion, or white onions. Any kind of onion works. If you don't have an onion on hand, maybe you have minced onion on your spice rack. That's something else that you can shake a few onion flakes over this and just give it that little bit of extra flavor. Today we're just going to throw some, I have quite a bit of onion in here. I'm going to put it all in the bowl. Give that a quick stir. You can see how all those colors come together. It looks rich and fresh, just kind of summery in there. So then all you really need to add spice-wise, I typically, again, we've done this for several of our other salads, not the fruit, I want to remind you guys, but crack a little pepper in there, bring all those flavors together, and then this is just plain old garlic powder. Sprinkle a little of that in there, however much you like. Again, if you have fresh garlic on hand and you want to take a clove of that, mince it up, throw it in the bowl. That's another great way to add some additional flavor. So I'm hoping you guys can see, okay, how that just comes together. Again, looks fresh, looks great. You're gonna take it out and people are gonna think you're so magic because you made your own salsa, put your own stuff together. Kids will eat it because you call it a cowboy thing. We found that at my house with my little boys. But hopefully it's something that you can take and enjoy. And again, we want to use our products that we have on hand before we have to throw them out, because that's just wasting our money, and we want to be sure that we're able to use those things. If you have questions or if you have suggestions for further classes or things that we might offer, please go onto our website, curryextension.nmsu.edu. Click on the Family Health and Wellness link. There'll be an option there where you can actually put in a question or a comment that will come straight to me. We can respond then through email or phone, whatever you prefer. You're going to tell me how you want me to get in touch with you. You can also sign up for our newsletter, which includes all the recipes that we've shared throughout this series, as well as other educational information and events going on around the county. We're going to send those out once a month to every couple of months, depending on how much information we have to share. So please go in, do that. If for some reason you don't want to do it that way, you're more than welcome to call our office and give us your name and information, and we will send you a newsletter that way, or provide you with some of the publications. I've shared information throughout this series based off of our NMSU publications that our specialists have put together at the university, specifically related to food safety and food substitutions this time. But we have publications on all different types of areas related to what you need to do within your family across the lifespan. Whether you have infants at home, young children, or a senior living alone, we have some information that we can share with you to help improve your quality of life. That's what we do with the Extension Service. Again, my name is Wendy Turner. I'm with the Curry County Cooperative Extension Service. Thanks for tuning in.